Hello, my name is John Huey, and I'm with Park Bench. I'm the exclusive sponsor for Park Bench Dawsonville and Dahlonega, and this is my very first video, and I'm so excited to be the exclusive sponsor for all the local restaurants in Dawsonville. We have my friend who is the manager of La Gente Mexican restaurant at Highway 400 and Highway 53, and his name is Antonio, and I'd like to introduce you to Antonio. Hi Antonio, how are you doing?
Hi guys, welcome to El Jinete.
Right, so let me give you guys a quick tour of the restaurant, and then we're gonna come back to the bar, and Antonio, our friend, is going to show us a very special drink. And what's also exciting tonight is I'm going to share with you my wife's favorite dish at this restaurant. She loves this restaurant so much that she actually makes me come to get takeout at least once a week for the last 365 days, believe it or not. That's why the food here is so good. She has this special dish that I order just about every week, and every time I come to order her special dish, I order my special dish, and I will share these two special dishes with you in a moment. But first, we're going to, I'm going to give you a little tour of this lovely restaurant. The interior design is lovely and very comfortable, and you've got widescreen TVs, and we get to watch our favorite hockey game. But it's very comfortable and very relaxed, and a very home-style restaurant. Okay, so Antonio, tell us what drink will you be sharing with us today?
Well, today we actually created a special concoction that is made in-house. We wanted to have a little bit of diversity in how tequila should be drank. We are going to show you, I'm going to show you how to make a Mexican fruit cart.
Oh, what's it called?
Mexican fruit cart.
Fruit cart.
So,
okay.
Our Mexican fruit cart, we came up with the name because when you go to Mexico and there are small little carts in the corner where you get fresh fruit cut up.
Right.
You get it with lime juice and some salt, some pepper, and it just gives you that resemblance of that flavor back in Mexico. So we add a little bit of tequila in there when we came up with that drink.
Wow.
So what I'm gonna do today, I'm going to show you every step that we have done.
Yeah.
And every ingredient, so you can actually do it at home.
Wow.
Okay?
Honey, you're gonna love this one.
Yes.
Because we can do it at home, and Antonio is gonna show us how to do it at home as well.
So let's start. We're gonna do pineapple syrup. So how do we do this? Is basically you're gonna boil some pineapple juice, some fresh pineapple juice,
Right.
with some sugar. That way you can get some very syrupy. That we're gonna use this for a sweetener.
Okay.
We're also gonna use some fresh cucumber,
Right.
and then we're gonna use some fresh lime juice.
Right.
Okay, so let's start.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with my shaker. I'm gonna cut up some fresh lime juice.
Right.
So for this one, we're gonna do a 16-ounce drink.
Right.
We're gonna do about 1.5 ounces of fresh lime juice.
Okay.
We'll squeeze this. So roughly it's about 2 limes right now.
Okay.
I don't want to go by the limes because sometimes the limes get really dry during the season.
Right.
Then we're gonna add some fresh cucumber.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab just a couple of pieces. I'm gonna cut them. And I am going to muddle these with the lime juice.
Right.
Once you get this muddled, we're gonna add your pineapple syrup.
Oh, wonderful.
So pineapple syrup, we're gonna add about 1.5 ounces
Right.
for this 16-ounce drink. Just
An
really
ounce
thick,
and a
just
half for 16 ounce.
for a 16-ounce. So we got 1.5 ounces of lime juice, 1.5 ounces of pineapple syrup,
Right.
and then I am going to do 2 ounces of tequila. I'm using Hornitos Reposado.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2 ounces of this. Again, this is for a 16-ounce.
Okay.
So it's like a medium-sized drink. And then we are going to shake it. Add some ice. We're gonna shake it super fast.
Wow. Human shaker.
So we got our goblet. It's a
Wow.
16-ounce.
And it'll taste just like the drink back home.
Exactly. Let's strain this in here.
Thank you for showing us.
I'm gonna put some fresh ice in here. Then we're gonna add some cucumbers in here, and we're gonna finish it with tajin.
Right.
Tajin it's gotta have tajin. It's a dry chili, pepper, salt, and lime juice all in one.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
you're gonna add this in here, and here we
Wow.
go.
Voila.
This is your fresh Mexican fruit cart.
Looks beautiful, Antonio.
Thank you.
Thank you for making this. So, Antonio, tell me, first of all, I must take a sip. And wow,
Huh?
tastes like the drink back home, eh?
Back home, huh? Yes.
And Antonio, where's back home? What city? In
So we actually came from a state called Guanajuato.
Right.
And it's right in the center of Mexico.
Okay,
So northwest of Mexico City.
right.
That's really where I was born, and I kind of grew up in both Mexico and the States.
Right,
So I really got both of the best countries.
right.
My dad actually came in the late 70s here in the States, so he's always been in the restaurant business.
Right.
He first started here locally in Gainesville.
Wow.
He opened up with his cousins the first restaurant. That's where everybody started in reality here in Atlanta,
Wow.
right here in Gainesville.
And this is in 1970s.
This is in the late 70s.
Late 70s.
Late 70s. That's where El Ranchero came up, El Sombrero, El Jinete, Monterey. All of these little branches started popping out.
Wow.
But
that's
they all came from that same location.
that's
so
a long time ago.
our recipes,
Yeah.
you know, they've been almost 50 years now.
Wow.
Almost for 50 years. So
That surely accounts for the favorite dish that my wife comes to order every week, and that is what was it? Verdes?
Tilapia. Oh, the enchiladas verdes.
Enchilada verdes, and she always orders. There's 3 pieces, and she always orders two cheeses and 1 chicken in the enchilada pieces. And she loves the verde sauce, and this is her favorite restaurant of all of North Georgia, and so that's why we keep coming back just about at least once a week. That's how good it is. And I know, because I'm the one that comes every week to do the takeout. And my special dish is the shrimp and fish dinner, and it's got the sauce is just amazing. Antonio, tell me about that sauce.
So the sauce, we wanted to do our own chipotle. It comes with a chipotle cream in there. How we do the sauce is we take a basic cream sauce. We add just enough chipotle, maybe a few chipotles in there, with your favorite red wine and a few pieces of cilantro for that Mexican infusion in there.
Wow.
Blend it all in and you get your chipotle cream sauce.
Wow, I knew there was something very special about that sauce, and I guess it all makes sense now. It was the wine, Antonio. It was the wine. Okay, and Antonio, tell me a bit about was your parents in the restaurant business in Mexico?
In Mexico.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, well, my dad, my parents they actually were farmers back in
Right.
Mexico.
Wow.
When he came to the States, he started as a dishwasher in the back, and then just worked his way up.
Wow.
He loved it so much that he actually opened his first one, and this was in Tennessee.
Wow.
Then he opened his second one in Ohio,
Yeah.
and he's been here in Georgia now constantly since '98.
Wow.
So we've just been off and on, and that was the reason why I grew up in both countries.
Right.
So I grew up in Mexico because when he didn't have the restaurant, we were there for a year,
Yeah.
and then when he opened a restaurant, we were here for another year and a half.
So you ended up coming here at what age?
The first time that I came over, I was about 6.
Yes.
So off and on till I was about 13, 14.
Right.
And since then, I've just been here in the States.
Wow, fantastic. And Antonio, congrats to you for helping your family create a wonderful business that many of the locals love and enjoy and frequent very often. And I want to also ask you, Antonio, you're quite the entrepreneur. I also understand that you started a renovation/construction business as well.
We have. So I actually went I have a business administration background. I went to Georgia State. I just been very intrigued in how businesses work. I started the construction industry because when I did my internship back in college, I did it with this developer back in Loganville, where we grew up, and I was just mesmerized on how the actual business works. So I started the business with my business partner that he also works here at the restaurant, and we do anything to do with renovation,
Right.
home and commercial.
When did you start?
I actually started with him 2 years ago,
Right.
but his company has been in the industry for almost 25 years.
Wow.
That's what he told me. So
Fantastic.
we've been together as a partnership for the past 2 years now.
Right. And Antonio, may I ask you, what is your role in the business right now?
In the restaurant industry,
the construction.
In the construction industry,
Right.
I'm in the sales team right now.
Right.
I actually get to know the new faces of our new employees.
Right.
I'm part of the human resource team,
Right.
so I actually get to train. I am the politics of the company, but I am also resourceful in finding new solutions to any renovations that we have to develop.
Right. And how many carpenters and tradespeople do you actually have
We
or
have
work with?
11 employees right now under our sleeve, and they're all professional carpenters, painters, flooring. We do a lot of concrete. Roofers, we got a couple of guys that do roofing. But we concentrate a lot in the kitchen area.
Right. So I presume you would create beautiful kitchens for the families that would involve creating beautiful granite or quartz kitchen countertops.
Correct.
Right. And do you also help with obtaining the permits for the families as well, Antonio?
We do both.
Right.
We can obtain the permits. We are
Right.
fully licensed and insured, so we can actually do everything for you.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, Antonio, if there's anybody out there that is looking to have I presume you give a free, no obligation consultation,
Correct.
right? What phone number can they call if they want that free consultation?
They can actually go directly to our website. Our website is hscconstructions.com. You have a link there to all of our staff phone numbers and emails. You can also go to info@hscconstructions.com, and we can definitely set up an appointment to do a free consultation for you.
Okay, that's wonderful. So once again, that's and then CONSTUTION with an S, constructions with an S.com.
hscconstructions.com.
Okay, that's great. And so if you ever have a need to rebuild your deck or renovate the basement of your house or put in a brand new shower, new tiling, maybe a back porch to have a wonderful barbecue in the summer, do call Antonio for free, no obligation consultation. And of course, while you're considering that move to renovate your house, in the meantime, come and have a drink with Antonio at his bar. And once again, I'm gonna ask Antonio to give us the full name of his restaurant that we're having a great, wonderful time at right now, and the exact location. And you can call and book reservations as well. So Antonio, if you could tell us one more time the address and the name of your restaurant here.
Absolutely. So we are El Jinete Mexican Restaurant, and we are located at 400 North Center Lane. We are in Dawsonville, Georgia. We are actually right beside the Premium Outlet Mall in the city of Dawsonville, Georgia. So right on the intersection of Highway 53 and 400 North.
Right, so they're right just north of the Premium Outlet Mall, just when you get to Highway 53. And that's a wrap from Park Bench, Dawsonville. John Huey, your local expert realtor slash neighborhood leader and electronic mayor, maybe one day in the future. That's a joke. That's a wrap for tonight, and stay tuned for the next segment of Park Bench, Dawsonville. Good night, guys.
Have a great night. We'll see you here.